What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome to Spawn. That's right, this is the first Spawn video. I can't believe this character's in the game. Unfortunately, the Xbox Live MK11 servers are down, so I can't play online. So since I did get them a little bit earlier, like at 8 AM before PS4, I was able to spend some good amount of time in training mode. So hopefully I could teach you guys some stuff to get you started with the character. This is not going to be an advanced tutorial or anything like that. It's just to get you guys started. So leave a like on the video if you guys enjoy these basic tutorials. This one is unedited, so just real quick, what I mean by 1, 2, 3, and 4 when I'm talking about buttons is, if you guys see on the bottom left corner, you guys will see 1 is X, 2 is Y, 3 is A, and 4 is B. So just switch that over with the buttons on the PS4 controller so you can know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright, let's get started with this character. I don't want this to be too long because I want to keep practicing some combos and playing training mode. So let's go through his normals, his specials, etc. The variation that I picked for this video is variation number 2, which has the flight and it has a like traditional launcher. So before any of that, let's get started here with his normals. He has a pretty standard, stand 1. I think 7 frames is the fastest stand 1 in the game. I don't think there's anyone with 6 frame stand 1, but it's a really good punish, especially in this variation. You're going to be able to get a cool, what is this going to be? Just basic combo, about 300 damage, 30% combo off any touch with this specific variation because you do have this traditional launcher. He has a nice down 2. He has 2 really good mids. One of them is forward 2 that leads into forward 2-1, which is a low, as you guys see here. He also has another extension, which is forward 2-3. All these you could combo into. And the good thing about this low is that a lot of people get caught by lows in the middle of combos for some reason. And even if they block it, this is only -6 on block. So I would probably recommend not going for the extension, the third hit, because it's like -14. So just go with forward 2-1. If they get caught by the low, they get caught by the low. I don't think you could hit confirm it. It might be possible. It might be a little bit tricky. But of course, if you see the first attack hit, then you can go into your special move. His other really good mid, of course, is back 1. Look at the range on this move, just slightly in front of character length. You could use it to go into your projectile, meter burn projectile to keep yourself safe, or you could use it to go into your meterless launcher, which is universal across all his variations. In this variation right here, you could actually go into even more damage after the launcher because you can go into this bad boy right here, and this nets you about 35%. Very, very nice for a bar, 1 bar of meter. But in the other variations, if you don't want, or if you don't have this move right here, it still nets you about 300 damage if you need to burn this like little command grab thing. It's not really a command grab, it's just the restand. But meterless launcher, always good to have. Of course, it's an overhead as well. And in some variations, you have low attacks, like low special moves that you could sort of mix your opponent up between mid to overhead or mid to low, like with the low machine guns. So those 2 mids are really good. And his other combo string that stands out to me, of course, is stand 3-4. This thing is amazing. The first attack is a high, so you're going to be able to duck it. And especially if he does it from this range. But for the most part, like around here, like I don't know too many characters that would like be able to duck and then punish. Maybe Savora with her forward 1, but this move right here, really good range. You can go into a projectile, still combos, and of course in this variation you can hit confirm it into your axe toss, whatever the hell this move is called. But really good. And this one gets you, what is this, 340 damage. Really nice. He has another string which starts off as a low with forward 4, goes into forward 4, 1, 3. Bam! You could hit confirm the second hit in order to go into any sort of combo that you want, but you have to like input the entire string. Final string that I want to talk about is his stand 2-4. This string right here is really good because this by itself is only -6, And of course, you have the extension, which you have to complete the entire combo string, but the last hit is actually +4 on block. So if your opponent does not know how to flawless block this, the last knee drop, you're going to be +4 with, you know, forward 2 and back 1 as amazing mids. So if your opponent doesn't know how to deal with it, abuse the hell out of it. And of course, the third hit goes into a crushing blow, which goes into, in this variation, you could actually do a punch into a float, into another punch, into combo extension, etc., etc. That's why I love this variation. But those are his normal attacks. Just some of his other special moves that he has. Standard projectile, for the most part, across all variations, except for variation number 1, which he has the machine gun. He has this move right here, which goes across all variations. It's his pretty much universal combo ender, because it leaves you at a restand. You're +5 on hit, which is really good. It pretty much guarantees you a down 1. And if your opponent's respecting it, go for that throw. He also has this move right here, which turns into a crushing blow if you block a or if you parry a projectile. So I'll just have Devora real quick do a projectile, and then bam! Give me this. Give me this damage. Look at all that damage if you parry a projectile and your opponent gets hit by it. This is a high, so you're gonna have to be very careful throwing it out there, but if your opponent is blocking it, this thing is only -4 on block, so that's pretty good if your opponent blocks it. You maintain safety. Now, something else that's really, really cool with Spawn is that his forward throw actually leads into a crushing blow. So check this out. If you're in the corner, right, there's so many wake up options in this game. There's up 3, there's up 2, there's roll, there's just wake up, jump, wake up buttons. There's so much as a offensive player that you have to look out for. And now with Spawn, you're gonna have to look out for wake up forward throw, because it turned into a freaking crushing blow. And then from that crushing blow, you could go into any sort of combos that you want. So let's just do a very basic combo right here. So just a very, very basic combo. Like, this is child's play, because especially in this variation where you have like a meterless launcher extend or a metered launcher special move, you could get like 500 in the mid 500s very easily with this character. So that crushing blow is very unique, and it's going to be annoying to deal with, and it's going to be great to hit people. If someone knocks you down, they're respecting your wake up options. You wake up forward throw, and they're dead. You could even go into your you could go into this, into float. So if you have like fatal blow, for example, let's see if we could put it in time. I don't think you know what, let's just reset it. But if you like wake up and you have your fatal blow on deck, you could wake up and all this is unescapable damage. Missed the jump in right there. So all this right here is unescapable damage off of your opponent doing their job, knocking you down, and they're respecting your wake up roll, your wake up 3, your wake up 2, and guess what? You wake up forward throw into unbreakable damage that your opponent can't do anything about. Even if I don't do the the float, that's 50% that your opponent is going to take because you woke up forward throw. That's something unique to only Spawn, and it's going to be really annoying to deal with, and like I said, it's going to be great hitting people with it. So other than that, I've already showed you guys this special move right here that Spawn has. It's just a really cool like combo extender for him. You know, you could do jump in into jump in. You could do again jump in into jump in again, depending on how much gravity you've used up. Like for example, I think this one should work. Yeah, there you go. So that's like 2 float cancels in 1 combo, which is awesome. You're gonna have to watch out with the gravity on combos, like I said, because for example, this one right here, he's like so far away that it turns into a harder conversion than you actually have to, because then you could just go for this. And that is an easier conversion, and it's pretty much the same amount of damage. So you're gonna have to like pick and choose whether to go for style or, you know, practicality with almost the same amount of damage. I'd probably go for style, but that's just me. But that's it for this variation, and that's pretty much it for Spawn. One cool thing in the corner, if you hit someone with this, you could actually go into jump 3 into hover or float, whatever you want to call it, and get a little bit extra damage than you normally would with you know, some other variations. If I could actually do it. You gotta be careful not to use the float too early or it won't come out. But it's a perfect scenario. That's 300 damage. For most variations, you're gonna probably end up doing something like 2 down ones and then go for this, and that's 5% less damage than you would have if you go for jump 3 into float. Of course, online is gonna be a little bit trickier because of the connections, but if you could get it down, then you're gonna get 5% more damage than you normally would if you just go for a basic bread and butter combo. And as you guys see, I'm still not even, if you meter burn it, what is that? Damn, that's a lot of damage. So other than that, let me go into variation number 1 real quick, because I feel like this one is you know, pretty cool as well. And I want to show off one other mechanic that is unique to Spawn that I think is going to be very deadly in this game if you make the right read. So let me put Devora to breakaway on, and you guys know normally, like, if you break away, you try to hit him with a down 2 so you could get some extra damage. But now with Spawn, he has this move right here, which is back forward 3, and in variation number 2 it gets replaced with his launcher. That's why I couldn't show you guys in that variation. That's like the little trade-off right there for some extra damage for variation number 2. But in this variation, he has this move which breaks armor. Check this out. So as you guys see, it breaks armor and it kind of like continues the combo, and if you meter burn it, you actually get a launcher, which is really fucking cool. That's really cool, because if you break away versus Spawn, there's nothing you could do about it. And of course, if you have, like, let's just say, here we go. Let's just say if you make the read, you down 2 your opponent, you're gonna try to break away? Hell no. Who are you trying to break away from? Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Try to break away and take all this damage? Are you kidding me? And now you have no meter? It's not only that, it also armor breaks fatal blows, which is really cool. But most fatal blows are like almost instant, so obviously you're not gonna be able to break the armor on most fatal blows. But this is the last feature that I wanted to show you guys with Spawn, and it's really cool, man. Really cool. And in some variations, custom variations, you could actually use this to like really bait out your opponent. It like resets the combo and it gives you like 40% more damage. It's pretty fucking awesome. But other than that, I think that's gonna be the end of today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little basic tutorial to get you guys started with Spawn. You know, like I said, this variation, for example, has a slow gunshot. This one's definitely more reactable than variation number 3 that has like the low chain. But if you want to maintain safety, you know, go with the meter burn. Well, someone's at the door, so I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoy.